dun 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 dun. All right, I gotta stop saying it. I still don't have theme music yet, but I'm working on it. Hey, kids, it's Hyperdellic. Well, today we're going to take a look at Star Wars, the Black Series, Jedi Fallen Order, 13th Battalion Trooper from the Gaming Greats, series. I don't even know what that means, but you know what? Honestly, I played Fallen Order. I liked that game. That was a good game. That was a really good game. I didn't finish it, but I made it most of the way through. That was a really good storyline too. I want to play the second one, but I have not had the chance to yet. Uh, it's for ages 4 and up. So, hey, if you're 4 and up, you're good. This is another Christmas gift from my wife. My wife sought out a stormtrooper because I still did not have a stormtrooper, right? I got my wife Spock, and she's got a Kirk figure, and I want to say, and she has Captain Picard. I'm still on the lookout. I'm gonna pick her up a Riker too, but she was like, "How can I can't let you be a Star Wars fan and not have a stormtrooper, right?" Because I have this stormtrooper, the Titan series dealy Bob, but he's a New Order trooper, not a classic trooper. And my wife she did finally find him. She grabbed him, just in case she was not able to find him. So hey, I'm not complaining. And he looks pretty cool. Although I am going to say this much right now. There's kind of a Power Rangers vibe going on. I don't know what that is, but I don't know if that's just me or but he kind of has a Power Rangers vibe going. All right, so here, let's take a look at this box. Here's your little shiny dealy sticker. And there he is in all of his illustrated splendor. And here's the back. Actually, I'm going to read this real quick because I need to know more. And maybe if you want, you can read too, in whatever language you read it. Boy, I almost didn't even say that in English. The 13th Battalion is an infantry unit of the Republic's Grand Army that earned the nickname Iron Battalion for their resilience in battle. They were led by Jedi Commander Jaro Tapal and his Padawan Cal Kestis. Les 13 Battalion. No, I can't do it. Wait, let's see. Das 13 Battalion ist ein Infanterieheitendir. I don't know what that is. El Batán 13 es una unidad de infantería del Grand Ejectario. What? Oh, I don't know. And O13 Battaglia de Infantería. Whoa, I'm really butchering that. What is that? Is that Italian? What is that? I think that's Italian. That might be Italian. No, I don't know. I'm sorry. Let's move on, kids. Good old Hyperdellic losing his focus. Focus. All right. Here's the side. This side's boring. You don't need to look at that too much longer. Here's your bottom. There's all that stuff. Let me get. How's that? There you go. And then the top is like that. Okay. And then through the magic of video editing, we're just going to speed up through this. I'm going to cut you, box. I'm going to cut you so bad. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I think I'm done. There we go. Hey, look at that. All right, and we're back. Hey, and there he is. Let's get a little bit closer on him. All right. So there is our 13th Battalion trooper. Right? Yeah, 13th Battalion. Oh, my kid's video bombing me again. Here's his gun. It's slightly similar to the regular stormtrooper's gun, but obviously a little bit different. And I'm sure that they do that on purpose. So let's do some super zoomies, and we're gonna get super close. And come on, focus. Don't be like Hyperdellic. You focus. There we go. Sorry, that was a little weird. Hey, look at him. He's pretty. There's a little bit of a paint chip there, but it kind of adds to like his. You know what? Actually, I think maybe that's on purpose. It looks like that may be intentional to show some wear. Let's hope, right? I got to assume because it's all over the place. Otherwise, they do some terrible painting. But no, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna, you know what? I'm not gonna gush too much. This is a very special figure to me because my wife bought it for me for Christmas, and she went on a toy hunt for it, and that's part of the gift for me, is knowing that my wife hunted it down and found it like a true toy hunter. Right? I love that. That's outstanding. Um, it's cool. So let's take a look at his head articulation. I mean, there's about that. And then he does about that forward. That's weird, though. Why does he get such good back and not so good forward? That's lame. Like, what's going on in there? Is that... I mean, it's like there's a separate head sculpt inside of it. They should have... I mean, maybe I'll do some customizing on it and chip that out so that you can look further down. I don't know. Maybe I won't. I mean, I don't have to mess with it. But I mean, that's really nicely detailed too. Like all the yellows and everything, like the black and the yellow contrast is very, very nice. Like that's kind of cool. Right. Let's scoot on out. Huh. My autofocus is messed up, but we're gonna move on. I love you too, kiddo. My kid is photobombing me like crazy. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at this head, and I'm gonna be honest. They've got this neck in there, right? Okay, it's just like GI Joe classified figures, where there's a separate neck. There's like a ball and pin up on the top, and like a barbell, like two balls, with a stick in between. That sounds dirtier than it's supposed to. And then they probably have the same on the bottom or some sort of a connector. But you would think that there would be way better head articulation because of that. But it's not. So I guess, hey. But let's take a look at the arm. It doesn't. Oh, yeah, there is. There's a butterfly. And you can see I'm moving it back and forth. And his arm goes all the way around. This shoulder pad is attached to the shoulder. So unlike this Stormtrooper, where those pads are actually attached in a fixed point and kind of move along with it, I think. I don't know. No, I guess that is attached right there. All right. But anyways, let's move back to him. My family is, I've told them to try not to be quiet while I'm testing out all of this new equipment, because I want to see if my microphone is really picking up any of all of the background stuff, or if it's helping me filter out a lot of the background stuff. If you guys are hearing like my sump pump go off and my furnace kick in and stuff like that, let me know, because sometimes I can't hear it when I review it because I'm in my house. You know what I mean? All right, but anyways, back to the arm. Focus, Hyperdellic, focus. He's got some kind of a elbow thing around, and I don't know what that's attached to. Is that loose? I mean, it doesn't want to move any further. I can't like I can't scoot this out of place. But when you bend the arm, it's a little bit better than 90 degrees. Look at that. Hey. Um, he's got some no bicep articulation, but at the elbow he does twist like that, and I think that makes up for it. It's not perfect, but hey, it's a stormtrooper. He's in armor and not supposed to move all that well. Uh, Although we know that like it's supposed to be like space days, and you know, you would think the technology has gotten great. You would think. Not aiming technology. Actually, I think these were clones, so their aim was better. Like the clones were top notch. The next generation that were trained by the clones weren't so good, and I think I remember them addressing that in in the Clone Wars, stating like that like yeah, we're not going to train them to be better than us. Like I was like, yeah, don't train them to do that. That's stupid. You never train your replacement, not unless you're moving on to a better spot. You know what? Let's take a look around him. He's got that kind of normal like stormtrooper thing, and they've got like the weird tank back here. He's got a couple of dealy bobs on his belt. You go around, take a look. He's got like his walkie talkies or whatever techno things. He's got diaphragm articulation, and like just like the regular stormtrooper, he does not have waist articulation, but the diaphragm does, everywhere you want to go. All right, so I mean, you can do some crazy things with that. All right, you know what time it is, kids. I gotta keep on auto focusing. You know what time it is? It's yoga time. Oh, he does not get much yoga posing at all. Oof, that is as far as you can go. Now let's see what's in the way. So this butt flap here definitely gets in the way. So he can't really go up higher because it stops him right there. And you don't want to put dents in your figure, so don't try. But I mean, when have you ever seen a stormtrooper like do some crazy athletic beep like this? Stuff. Beep. There you go. I get to beep something out again. All right. See, old hyperdellic slipping. And I'm going to assume, yep, there's that hip articulation that I talked about before, where like, I'm going to say this about the stormtroopers, and I think that they are the perfect example of this, but like hidden articulation, right? Like with the black plastic, you see a lot less of the articulation itself. Like, right? You're not seeing the joint, you're not seeing the pins. I mean, you have to look, but it hides it, right? And especially the contrast. The contrast really tricks your eye, right? I mean, it definitely makes you not see, because it's like, oh, that's so much darker. Sorry. Let's see the wrist. He's got the pistol wrist, right? Up and down on that side. And then on the other side, it's a in and out, right? I like that. I think that's good when Hasbro does that. They do one pistol hand and one in and out. I think that makes a lot of sense for a lot of things. But on back down, he can sit like that, right? And he's got like the knee swivels, right? The hip and the knee. You got the foot. Foot's not bad. I mean, could be better, but it's not too bad. It's not as good as some of the GI Joe classified series figures that I've reviewed. Like their feet definitely do some nice foot articulation. Marvel Legends Spider-Man figures do some really cool foot articulation stuff too. All right, so let's see. The knee is a single joint. So there's no butt kicking, but he can go further than 90, and he can go about this far. Okay. He's a stormtrooper or a battalion trooper, clone trooper, something. I don't know. I mean, is he a clone? I don't think he is a clone. Or maybe he is a clone, but he's like the last batch of clones or something like that. Who knows? I mean, it's Fallen Order. I haven't gotten all the way through it all. I don't remember what these guys were. There's his gun. All right. He's got a trigger finger. You can pop the trigger finger in the trigger. It's not perfect, but you know, I think they perfected these with GI Joe. Uh, Star Wars, they were still, figuring it out. Some of the newer Star Wars figures are much better when it comes to that. And then, what? Just to talk about the foot one more time, it does pivot all the way around. You could rotate it. And you know what? I want to point out it does have peg holes. Although it has peg holes that are shallow, and I don't like that. That the peg hole should be back here because that's going to be difficult to put on a peg. Um, uh, it should be back here and it should be deeper. Okay, listen to old Hyperdellic. All right, man. My family is just like letting the dogs in, doing all kinds of stuff. It's going to be interesting to listen to this myself. Don't worry. If this is not great, I'm going to try and do it a different way later. But, I'm trying to make this to where I have more flexibility when I do videos. Eventually, I'm going to try to do like soundproofing and stuff like that. But, it's a long road. You build. You only build when you need to. And, right now, I'm good with what I've got. I need to, put my time and effort into the content creation itself. And that's what I'm going to do with you guys. We hang out. We talk toys. We have fun. At least I have fun. I hope you have fun. Otherwise, why the heck are you still watching this video? Seriously, why? No, don't go away. Stay here. You know what? Before you go, hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. Girl. And then when you're going to get some, I don't know what that means, but hit the like button. Okay, that's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to segue into it. I'm trying to say something funny, but I'm stumbling over myself because I'm a fool. I'm a fool. So are these stupid troopers, all of them, because they can't hit the broadside of a barn. They suck. They're terrible at it. All right, there, trooper. What do you say? I say, peace out. All right, I say peace out too. This is Hyperdellic saying thanks for watching all of this. And, yay! See you later. I got nothing.